Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Missioncast podcast. And today we have a very special person here. And Marco Nannini is the CEO and primary shareholder at Impact Hub ASP. And also, Marco is one of the board member of the Impact Hub Global Association and holds the position of leading Italian incubator focusing on impact business. Welcome, Marco.
Thank you for the presentation.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have this conversation and know more about your story as well. And thank you for welcoming us in this beautiful space that is Impact Hub Milano, and that carry such story, amazing story that you have been building for years.
Thank you to you. It's a pleasure to host you here in Milan.
Thank you so much. Well, we would like to know more about your journey, about what make you to achieve all of this, to achieve your goals, to understand first your purpose, and then how did you achieve it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a long story. And initially when I go in the university, I have a dream, or I suppose, to become an entrepreneur, but honestly the way in order to reach the entrepreneur, it's very strange. It's become really for casualty in reality. So I start after the graduation in economics at the university in Bocconi University. After that, I start my career as a consultant. Initially in a small boutique focused on research and study and consultancy in the telecom arena, and then in the big firm like Roland Berger, and then Boston Consulting Group, where I grew up. And I developed all my career in consultancy, and was very amazing because I like very much to do consultancy, because it's very you meet a lot of people in the consultancy arena.
Learn a lot.
Yeah. Very smart people.
Yeah.
And every 3 months or 6 months you change at least the project, sometimes even the client. And so you see a lot of things in a different point of view, and it's very, very nice. I like very much. But after 20 years,
wow.
Yes,
I spent 10 in consultant as well.
20, unfortunately. 20. After 20 years, I was upset because sometimes you do something, or you teach something, or you coach the client, but you never are the responsible for the final project. So you didn't touch the end of the project. Sometimes yes, but it's not your project.
I
it's something that
understand.
you no. And for this reason, after that, it's happened. I like to change in some way, and it's happened something that very casualty. One guy, president of this team of America's Cup, decided to hire me in order to join the America's Cup. And of course, I'm sailing from when I'm younger, so America's Cup, it's wow, it's incredible. I like to do. And so I spent 2 years in this completely different scenario, because the environment is not a business in the very sense, in the normal sense that we are. But in reality, it's a big company. Team of America's Cup, it's a big company with a big budget and so on. Unfortunately, the timing is not the perfect timing, and we didn't find a lot of sponsors, so we need to close at a certain time the team, and so we do the World Series, that it's the regatta that approach to the America's Cup, but we never see the America's Cup in San Francisco. Unfortunately, only 3 teams
really?
go to San Francisco to do with a big boat. It was the first America's Cup with a catamaran. So new boat, very expensive budget. It's very difficult to reach. But it's amazing to change completely my mindset, even because instead of to go to the office, I go to the harbor, and it's completely different. No? Every morning you go to the harbor and you see the sea, and you spend the time in the sea. It's completely different, but you do a job.
Yeah.
It's funny. And during this experience that I made for 2 years approximately, I meet some people that have some idea, and I decided to invest in this idea. We do a patent, we create the startups, we made a patent, and then we grow up. And after 18 months approximately, I do an exit. And I say, wow, this is fantastic. This angel investing is fantastic. In less than 2 years, I gain a lot of money. Great, I like to do this. And I start to do this. And this is
how many companies did you start in?
Actually, I invested alone, so with personally in 7 startups, and then plus Impact Hub, because Impact Hub initially was one of my investment, and then I told the story.
Yeah.
And after that, we invested in more than 30 with Impact Hub. So as Impact Hub, as accelerator, we invested in some companies. So now I have a portfolio of approximately 35 startups.
Wow.
And it's an amazing job. And one of my second investment was Impact Hub. So I met Alberto, that was the founder, during a meeting, an event. And we start to talk, and I ask if it's possible to open another Impact Hub in Rome, for example, or even in Milan. And they said no. In Milan we have the license, so we have the license for the city. You can talk even with the people in Rome that's starting. But at the end, I like Alberto, so I decided to invest with Alberto in this company. And this happened in 2012.
Wow.
And after several years, Alberto decided to do a step in the global company. So now it's one of the manager of the company, responsible for the business development. And he lived in London, so he decided to doesn't do commuting anymore, so sell to me all the main shareholder. I became the main shareholder of the company, and at the end of 2016. So we decided to open the capital to other investor and move in another space, and a bigger space that it's the space that we are now.
Wow.
This is a main story.
Yeah, this is an amazing story. And I have a lot of questions. but I would like to know which ones was the highlights that you want to bring, or which milestones in your career, in your life, would you go behind and say, oh wow, this is a really turning point in my life?
There is several turning point. In reality, I never decided which are my pathway. No, so it's something that has happened during my career. Because when I start as in this small boutique, and we do research, consultancy and research, and even I work as a researcher in university. And I like to work in university, but I don't like to do the university career, and so I don't want to become a professor or something like this. And after 5 years, it's happened that this small boutique it's become a part of the Telecom Italia, that is our main client. So we become part of our client. So it's very strange for me, and they say, no, I don't like to work as a study center of a client. I don't like to do this, and I like to move. And I approached to several consultancy firm, and due to my experience in telecom, that it's in 90s was a very a sector where there is a lot of things happened because privatization, new mobile phone, and so on. So is an expertise and know-how very requested from the company, from the consultancy company, and I have the opportunity to enter in a big firm. And so this is my first change, but it's happened. No? And after 20 years, again, I didn't decide to go in the America's Cup, but someone asked me, and so I say I cannot lose this opportunity. I know that it's in order a normal pathway from a career in consultancy. I can go in a big firm as a CEO or as a manager and do a normal career, but I never have the opportunity to do something so different, and I decided to say, okay, I try it. And then I became the angel investing again, something that it's happened. And so this is sometimes happens in your life something, and you can decide it to take the opportunity or not. Sometimes I didn't take some opportunity, so it's not the train doesn't pass one time, pass several times. In some cases there is the opportunity, it's the right timing, and you say, okay, I can do it. And for example, when I decided to do the America's Cup, I am alone because I am divorced from my wife, so I don't have some way I have the responsibility of my family, of course, my son and so and so forth, but in some way I was a little bit more free than the normal, so I'd say, okay, I do it now or never. And I said, okay, I do.
Wow. And I was thinking about when you were talking about the opportunities that come, but the ability to create them as well. So I imagine that, for example, Impact Hub, you create, you was almost one of the founders of it. So how did you create this opportunity, this idea, and come to grow and make it grow?
But it's strange because when I decided to invest in Impact Hub, I decided to invest because I think was a funny place, because a co-working space is the first co-working space in Italy, Impact Hub Milano, and I say I can invest in a place where startups go, for starting the startups. So I have the opportunity, if I invest in Impact Hub, I have the opportunity to see some entrepreneurial idea that become startups and invest in this moment. So my idea is it's the flow maker in some way. I invest in a deal flow maker, and after that I start to work with Alberto. There is a very good feeling with Alberto. We are a different person, completely different, because Alberto have a background of social entrepreneur, and so completely different from me, that I become from business with the suit, tie, and so on. And but we are a very good mix. Alberto was a very visionary, and I am able to transfer his idea in business, and we grow up, and then it's become, even in this case, it's happened that in 2012, at the end of 2012, in Italy, starting a new law that is called Startup Act, that it's the first law for startups, and we decided to become an incubator, a certified incubator. In Italy, there is the certification to become an incubator, and and we decided to create a story that is not only co-working, is not only project, but even we create an accelerator, an incubator, and an accelerator, and we grow in this way. After that, I bring my passion for the angel investing in the Impact Hub. So we decided in Impact Hub to create 2 groups of business angel. One is called Angels for Impact, FRI, and the other one is Angels for Women, and for W. And the idea of the Angels for Women is because there was and there is even, unfortunately, a gender gap, even in startups, but even in the business angel. So only now it's less than 20% of the business angel are female. When we decide to build up angels for women, it's only 6 to 7%.
Wow.
Very, very small.
Yeah.
And it's not only in Italy, it's the medium on the average in Europe, it's 20%, so it's not so big. And there is even a gender gap in the startups, because there is not a lot of startups that have female founders, but they perform very well. Better than the other. Even because there is a sort of adverse selection, no? So only really the best women that build up startups arrive to take money or to fundraise, and so they perform very well.
Whoa.
So we decided to enter in this arena and to create Angels for Women with AXA, that is our partner.
Wow.
So sometimes you create opportunity, and you need to sometimes I lose some opportunity, but
I think the worst is more risky not do anything, right?
Yeah.
That is so amazing, because we can create our futures and use our journey for create opportunities for others as well. This called me attention in your speech now. And as a hub, in Impact Hub, you work with a lot of social entrepreneurs that is in this journey that of not only in themselves, in their lives, searching for purpose, searching to reach the purpose that they have of their business as well, to help people, to bring the social, to elevate the social impact, and also environmental impact as well. What kind of cases, or I don't know if you want to tell us about one of the cases you had here in Impact Hub that when you say, wow, what I'm doing is to make it viable for other people to realize their dreams as well.
There is several, and of course we see in the last 10 years, 12 years, we see a lot of more than 2,000 business plan, pitch and whatever. And of course there is something that it's bullshit, sorry. Yeah. It's like this, is that people that come and say, yesterday I have an idea. Yeah, okay. Tell me their idea. But sometimes it's very, very, there is really the purpose, or there is a vision from the person, and you understand. In fact, when you invest in the seed phases or in the early stage phases, in reality you invest in the person. You need to see if the person have the mission, the willingness to create something, no? And you invest more in the team than in the idea, no? This is the more important things. And of course, due to our name, Impact Hub, we are focused on impact. And sometimes this idea is not an idea, or it's not a vision only to become leader in a sector, but it's become a leader in a sector, but or with a social impact or an environmental impact. And I see in the last 10 years it's changed a lot, this point of view. And initially when I talk about impact investing, all the people say, so you talk about no profit. No, I'd like to do profit, a lot of profit, but with impact. And sometimes seems people strange. Even because in Italy, what this it's called third sector was very big. There is a lot of philanthropy due to the church and so on. It's very there is a big presence of the third sector of no profit. So when you talk about profit in the no profit sector, seems that but so you are not so good enough, no? So because in some way the money are the evil and the no profit is the good and so on. And so sometimes to shift the idea that you can do or you need to do profit and margin in order to do more benefit, it's very, very important. And the shifting of this idea is not so common. It's not happened very fast. But now there is. So now every pitch that I see from startups, it's impossible there is not at least one slide that say we do an impact. No, we reach this SDG, or we talk about ESG, or we do something. In some cases that's very greenwashing or social washing, but in some cases are real vision. And particularly I like it there is one startup that is called Rice House that is a company where we invested in that build up material for home building coming from the waste of the rice industry, so totally natural. And the two founder, one is a geologist and the other one is an architect. And the architect in particular is a girl, and she's very passionate about the material. And when she talk about the material, the important to have natural material in the house and not artificial material, and you understand that she have a dream in some way, no? And we decided to they do an incubation program with us, an acceleration program. We invested at acceleration, and then we bring to the two groups of business angel, and both group invested in. And now she's going very well. So it's a success story. There is a lot of but this for me it's one of the main things, even because they create something that it's in some way we use every day, because we build a home every day. And in the past in the ancient age, we create with the natural material, and in the last century we create only with artificial material, and we didn't understand how much problem we create with the environment. For environment. And come back to the past in some way, and come back even to natural material, but even material that it's better for us that we live in this house, because it's not chemical in some way, but even because it's in the most of cases this material is better than the artificial one. So why do we need to use the artificial if there is the natural?
Oh, that's interesting. The way you decide what is reality, what is real impact, and what is not. I think it's more for that brightness in the eyes of this
yes.
of these people.
Sometimes yes. There is a friend of mine that is the president of the Club degli Investitori, that is another group of business angel based in Torino, that write a book on angel investing, and they call Eye of the Tiger. And this because they said, I invested when I see Eye of the Tiger in the in the people. Otherwise, I didn't invest. You need to see the passion, because the point is that to build up a company, or to start with an entrepreneur, for sure you have a lot of moment where you are very stressed, very tired, nothing work like you want, and or you have the passion, or you have the vision to say, I'd like to do this, I want to do this. Otherwise, at a certain point you stopped. So, and due to the fact that we put money in, we want the people that it's very, very passionate on that, and doesn't say, no, I'm too tired, I go to management consulting, that is better, and or something like this. So we want people that are people that really want to create something.
In your journey, I think you had a lot of challenges as well. So, as you were saying now, and if you can share some of the challenges you had, and how do you create a solution for it, and the learnings that you had of it.
Okay, there is a lot of challenge.
Yeah.
A lot of challenge. Some challenge coming from the country. So the Italian environment, it's a small environment for startups. So it's very difficult to raise money for new startups, and it's very difficult to do an exit. So the timing is more longer than in other countries. So it's complicated to create the environment. And some challenge coming from because even us, we are a small company, and we passed through several stress moments. For example, part of our business is related to the space, so co-working space, and of course during the COVID is something that it's no one can imagine this, and of course we closed for several months. And it was very, very stressful for us, for the people, for the team. And the other point is to retain the talent, because we are not so rich like a consultancy company or like other company. And so it's very difficult to not attract, because the people want to come here because there is a good environment. We talk about impact, we talk about acceleration, investing, and so on. So it's very nice for younger people after the university to come here and to do an expertise and experience here. But it's difficult to retain the people. Because we don't offer multi-millionaire wage, unfortunately. And so this is a very challenge.
Yeah, I imagine.
And then every day there is something, because we manage space, we manage startups. Some startups do well, going well. Some startups doesn't go well. And then we do open innovation program. We help the people, the business angels. So every day there is some problem in one of the area.
Yeah. We need to be so passionate about what we are doing that any problem comes almost nothing.
Yeah. Every morning I arrive in the office and I know that it's not normal day because something happened. This morning, as you see, this morning there is a pipe water pipe in the garden that is broken. So we need to solve even this problem. But it's nice. I like the challenge, and sometimes I like to say that there is two kind of people that see a problem and say, okay, I have a problem, and some people that say something and say, okay, I have a challenge, and this is completely different. Or solve a problem, or you have a challenge in order to do something better. And I prefer, if there is an obstacle, to say, I have a challenge. And I like the people that have this kind of mentality. It's more optimistic, and this.
Okay, well, that's so fantastic conversation, but unfortunately we have to end it. Would you like to give a last message for the people who are hearing us, for someone that is in starting their career or starting a new business?
What I can say, there is several things, but the first main important things is starting with something. If you start your career, starting with something that give to you a lot of tools in order to do something, and start to do your project or your business idea only when you have all the tools. So in my case, do consultancy give me a lot of opportunity to see several part of the company, from administration to sales to production, whatever, and a broad view. And I have a lot of tools, even Excel tools or PowerPoint tools. So the main important tools in order to create something. In other case, could be an experience as a manager in a company in order to create the organization and whatever. But it is important to create your background tools and network. Network is even more important, and the relation with the person, and create the right environment around you in order to build up something. And remember, then, when you build up something, you need to convince all the other person that your idea or your company is the best company. So you need to sell every day. You do a pitch for the investor. you pitch for the supplier in order to give you the best things, or you need to sell to the client. Every day you need to sell your company to someone. So it's very important to speak with the other person. Don't be shy. No, this is my idea. No, I don't tell to no one. It's important to speak with other, to have a sort of challenge from the other people, and understand what they want to do. And that's all. It's difficult, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's really important, for sure. So thank you so much for our conversation and for all of the learnings we had today. And I really appreciate this conversation, your time, and also the space here.
Thank you to you.
With so much story. Yes, and we are going to put in the description of this video as well, here below, all the contacts of Impact Hub, if you want to reach them. And okay, see you soon.
Bye. Thank you.